I'm so sorry. I'm getting a bit like emotional about it. I'm so surprised right now. I'm really sorry.
I'm so proud of you,
No,
Rohit.
thank you.
Very proud of you. Always cheering for you.
Yes, I want to go and give him a hug.
Sorry, I'm
You're all going
Give,
to
give Rohit a hug.
I don't think I can recover from infidelity.
putting a song. Don't I swear to God, if you put SAQ on someone else, I will come and murder you.
It got to a point where he started getting really annoyed with me. Like when he was
That's
shooting.
not true. Oh my god.
But you did get annoyed like a couple of times when you were shooting in Abu Dhabi. And he was like, hey, you know what I shot today? I was like, was it with Ritik? He was like, you know what? Never mind. I don't even want to share it anymore.
I find it very flattering that people think this is that I speak in an American accent.
I know.
I find it very flattering because it's a compliment to my acting.
100%, but
It's-
they do believe it.
Yeah, which is
I was
great.
waiting all-
Which is great. I love it. I love that. And that's the way I would prefer. I would want it no other way. But I do not have, unfortunately, to break some hearts.
Here I felt I didn't fit into the textbook South Indian girl, with curly, oily, wavy hair who loves Rajni movies. And, it wasn't like that.
Hello everyone, I'm Rudrani and welcome to Speak Easy. My guests today are so much fun, extremely talented, and are a part of a show that you guys love so much. Apparently the show is called Mismatched. I'm sure you've heard of it, right? It rings a bell. But they are so matched. So matched in the energy and the vibe. I love them. Meet the cast of Mismatched Season 2. Hello.
Hello. What was that? Welcome. Wow, dude.
Nice
Well,
introduction.
I feel so good about myself.
Are you feeling good?
Very good.
It is true because a lot of people have connected to the storyline, to the way y'all are in the show, which I think y'all have kept it real. When y'all were getting these characters also, especially when you are doing a season 2, they always say the curse of season 1 and the curse of season 2. But I felt the characters have gotten even more interesting. Was that a worry? Starting with Prajakta.
I mean, I'd be lying if I said no. Because Akash said something in the morning where he's like, कि आप चाहो या ना चाहो, there's always going to be that expectation and there's always going to be that pressure because the fact of the matter is that it has to either get better. It can't even stay as good as it was. So obviously that's there. But having said that, I think all the characters in season 2 kind of like start when you see them, you can still see the familiarity. You can still see that, oh, I know these people from somewhere, but also there are so many new sides of them that you see in season 2. There's a lot, like if I had to speak about Dimple, there's so much about Dimple that I find out in season 2, and lots of new challenges, lots of new sides, like lots of new mistakes, and it's amazing.
Exactly what she said. Basically, I mean, there's always that expectation because one season has done so well that the second one has to be as good, if not better. I feel from what we've shot, I've not seen as much of you as you've seen, that we've lived up and if not surpassed expectations. Fingers crossed. I always wanted my character to get. Have some sort of progression, have some sort of evolution, and thankfully he has, and Harsh has.
Which it does.
Yes. So I'm very happy and I'm really excited for people to watch it.
For me, I think I'll be very honest. I actually don't take that kind of pressure. I really don't, and it's not something that I have to kind of categorically tell myself that, hey, Rohit, don't take the pressure. It doesn't come naturally to me. I do take a lot of pressure otherwise in life, but when it comes to this, I don't take pressure for the simple reason that I know that I had fun doing it. Yeah. I would have done it. I would have felt the pressure if season 1 was done with an intent, and that's the same intent in the season 2. I think the intent in the season 1 was the fact that I loved what I did. I really enjoyed doing it. That paid off. People loved it because we put in a lot of heart. I know that there is more heart in season 2, and the moment there is, I'm not saying that I'm completely like shrugging off the responsibility that comes with season 2 and the expansion of the show. Absolutely not. But at the same time, I think using it, saying that I feel the pressure and all of that, I don't want to do that. I think I've had fun. We've all had fun. We've put in a lot of heart into it. I also know one thing very, very strongly, like it's engraved very strongly, that the fan base that Mismatched has and the way people have stayed loyal to the show and waited for 2 long years is a big deal, man. So I feel like we've and we've heard them. We've heard what they wanted, and we're going to cater them that. So I think I'm
Dropping
very-
some major hints here. Mismatch fans,
I mean,
read
cater-
between the lines.
and we
the
cater more. Yeah,
most.
yeah.
Most of them.
So
There you go.
so yeah, I think I'm pretty excited.
Before I move on to Sanjana, since you have the mic, Rohit, congratulations. I love the fact that I see you doing something so crazily different in Vikram Vedha, and then I go and then I see you doing your quintessential romance, the chocolate boy that they like this category. No, oh my God, he's so cute, which you of course do well, but it was so different in what you did in Vikram Vedha. So tell me now, has that settled in the entire experience of that as well? And then I have a quick one for Prajakta.
Really weird, and I'm so sorry. I'm getting a bit like emotional about it. I'm so surprised right now. I'm really sorry.
I'm so proud of you,
Oh,
Rohit.
thank you.
Very proud of you. Always cheering for you. Yes, I want to go and give him.
Sorry, I'm
You're all going to give Rohit a hug. Okay, great. Rohit, I'm very, very proud of you. I'll say it again before you start. And absolutely, not a word of what I said was untrue, because you walked in and I said, it takes so much. You've been through so much of your own journey and struggle, and to see you like that with actors, and you held your ground. So tell me about it.
I think it's it's so important for me because it's a project that was extremely important and special for me because I don't like to be put in boxes, and I'm not saying that I have been put in box, but sometimes when it's as simple as this, that when you're giving auditions for like auditions come in much later, you get to know that there's a project that's being made, and it's a project that's been set in a certain place that needs you to be heartland and for the lack of a better word, rural, and you really want to work with that filmmaker. You really like the script, you've heard so much about it, you really want to at least like be considered for it, but you don't get to because you look a certain way. I never let that affect me too much because I was like, it's okay. What I'm getting to do right now, I'm so happy with. And while comes in a major umbrella of urban, and metropolitan cities or whatever, I still feel like the characters that I've played so far have been different. And I took a lot of solace in that. But when Vikram Vedha finally happened, it was so reassuring for me, and it's not what I've got after Vikram Vedha, which is the kind of the way people have reached out and congratulated me, and people like yourself who've I have honestly relied a lot upon when it comes to feedback, because I know that you don't have to say good things, and it's not about journalists in general, but people like you, Rudrani and Nayan and all of these people, when y'all reach out and y'all actually give feedback, it matters a lot for the simple reason that I had a belief when I started out. That belief was turned into a firmer belief when I got the part. But when it actually comes out and when it's appreciated is when it becomes reality. It's manifested. And today, nothing else actually matters. Whether my expectation has never been from Vikram Vedha, it was never that, oh my God, you know what, Vikram Vedha is going to come out and people are going to reach out to me dying to work with me. Absolutely not. That's unrealistic and stupid. What I did want is, when that does come out, I just wanted one thing, and for people to believe that Rohit Saraf can belong to a world like that. And I feel like with the kind of appreciation I've gotten so far, for that in particular has meant the world to me. So thank you, and
Thank you.
and I'm just so happy that people are enjoying.
Rohit Saraf can belong in any world, Rohit.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's Rohit's word. We're just living in it. You should just type Rohit Saraf in the internet and you will know. But on that note, Prajakta, imagine, did you tell him or not that Hrithik Roshan you're working with, did that feeling come in, your forever crush?
That is literally all I speak to him about lately. It got to a point where he started getting really annoyed with me. Like when he was
That's
shooting.
not true. Oh my God.
But you did get annoyed like a couple of times when you were shooting in Abu Dhabi. And he was like, hey, you know what I shot today? I was like, was it with Hrithik? He was like, you know what? Never mind. I don't even want to share it anymore. I did. Yeah.
it feels amazing because you all are so talented. Sanjana, I'm sorry I had to finish that. The mic was in his hand.
I mean, this was worth it.
Of course. And but then again, I think your character, of course, comes into the world mixed well with the world. You just breeze in.
Oh wow, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. I mean, I felt right at home, and honestly, personally speaking, some of the characters in general, like when they're portrayed, I feel an actor who can speak more than one language, sometimes it does get a little restricted. And but here I felt I didn't fit into the textbook South Indian girl, with curly, oily, wavy hair who loves Rajni movies. And, it wasn't like that. And here I got to play something who I felt I sort of related also a bit to her because in so many ways, and I learned so much from the character. And I have to thank AK sir for that because, of course, Hindi is not my first language. Even though I'm used to speaking different languages, it was challenging in a good way. And initially I felt like, oh God, I have the South nasal twang. But AK sir so sweetly said,
Sorry.
No, I didn't feel it.
really? Oh wow,
I
that's
love
a
it though,
huge
but I
compliment.
love when
think it's-
Sunny
Not dubbed by
speaks.
anybody else,
Yeah.
right?
No, it's me. It's all me.
No, I.
Oh wow.
In the beginning, I think this is day
During
one
our
when I
readings.
just met Sanjana like 15 minutes ago, right? And that day only the two of us were reading, and later on Prajakta and I were reading, and it was just me, Sanjana and Akash. We were sitting at the table and we were reading, and that's the first time I have known anything about Sanjana. We've not actually spoken also that much. We've directly gotten into the scene. And she starts talking, right? And first it feels a bit like out of place. And then the fact that it was out of place felt so in place. I looked at Akash and I remember there was,
remember this, yeah.
we just looked at each other and we were so excited that there was something so innocent about Sunny, the character. There was something so innocent about Sanjana, the way she was playing it. It just made us so happy. And we're like, this is what we need, this fresh breath of air. It was amazing.
Yeah, I picked up.
Representation done right also.
I
like
picked up on the accent, but I liked it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it
Me
was,
too. I really like listening to her.
I think it's really endearing.
Personally, I feel like an actor can't think in a different language and perform in another one. But AK sir so rightly said, he's like, no, use the accent. That's the essence of the character. And, just keep it. And
I remember after that reading, she actually didn't understand why AK and I was smiling so
Yeah.
much. We got on, she's like, Rohit, I know that, whatever, but like, will you please help me out with this? I was like, listen, dude, we'll do this or whatever. We're reading the lines and she's like, I'm not able to get the Hindi right. I was like, please don't. Please
yeah, he's
don't
like,
get
it's
the
okay.
Hindi right. It's
okay.
fine.
Let this stay. So that was, yeah.
Sanjana and I didn't actually have any scenes together.
Except for,
which was-
except for one.
There's one very like,
Yeah,
That's
like,
all.
Like, we have to acknowledge each other because we're there.
huh?
But like the four
दूर
of us,
से मैं because we made eye contact. We're like,
And
oh,
I
we have
love
to say hi.
Sanjana's face in that scene. She's like, and she's moved on.
four of us keep staring at each other like
Like
Oh,
death
God,
stares,
dude.
having like death
One stares
looks.
at
Yeah, the
me.
death stares keep
like
happening.
it keeps happening.
Really?
Like as Dimple, Harsh, Rishi, and Sanjana.
Not in
Otherwise,
real
we're
life,
all.
otherwise they're chilling.
But I really am sad that I didn't actually have any lines with her.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
actually. Yeah, same.
Third season, you never know.
Yes.
In a parallel universe, you never know.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. But okay, all right. The loaded question. It is a loaded question because I feel there's so much discussion about infidelity and whether it's going to, is that the mark? Is that the line that you draw? Is that. So tell me what you think about infidelity. Is it like a complete, like if someone cheats on you, whether it's a case, like in the show that now everybody knows, is it unforgivable? Like, can you never come back from it?
When you think of it in the way that it is in the show, honestly, I remember having this conversation with Akash when I read the first season. And I was like, she does what? That's heartbreaking. And I remember having a long conversation with him, and then I realized that, when you're 17, when you're 18, everything feels like the end of the world. Everything feels like whatever gets you comfort gets you comfort. Everything feels like, okay, I guess this is all it is going to be. And honestly, when I was 16, I was 17, there are decisions and there are rash mistakes that have happened. And, that are made on a whim, yeah.
It's not just 17, 18. I think we continue to do
Yeah, I mean,
I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's just human to make mistakes.
So I feel like I really feel like it's such a there is never really a way of looking at it through one clean lens, you know what I mean? It depends on where you're coming from, where you are at right
For you, it's
now,
a
what's
grey
going
area.
on.
You
It
see
is,
how-
for
like,
sure. Yes.
So I'm like, so for you, it's a grey area. Okay, we'll see how it works. I want to know the whole story. Is
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I want to ask this to you, Vihaan. I know a lot of people who have thing for accents.
Yes.
Tell me, how does that work for you? A lot of women, do they come and they say, oh, I love your accent? It's a lot of times happen. I want to know that. Sounds very hot.
No, chill, man. I mean, we were doing a clubhouse thing, and then I think someone asked me, "Can you just say that line,
Yeah.
please?" And I was like, "Great." Indian chicks got no chill, man. I find it very flattering that people think this is that I speak in an American accent.
I know.
I find it very flattering because it's a compliment to my acting.
100%, but
It's-
they do believe it.
Yeah, which is
I was
great.
reading all-
Which is great. I love it. I love that. And that's the way I would prefer. I would want it no other way. But I do not have, unfortunately, to break some hearts.
As you can listen to him clearly right now.
I do not
He's
speak.
as Bandra. As Bandra
Bandra
gets.
boy.
Excuse me. It's Car West.
Please forgive us.
Oh God!
right on the
yeah,
border.
you did not say-
From Thane to Andheri to Bandra to Ayu.
Nah, I don't want to say.
What?
No, I don't need people to know
Oh,
where
okay.
I live.
Yeah, but where are they going to find me in Car West?
Andheri is Jogeshwari.
Basically Andheri area.
See, I'm a Kharjam Khana member, so therefore I definitely
He said that also.
I'm on the
Car Gym Khana.
Kharjam Khana.
Very Bandra of you, I must say.
Thank you.
See, what did I say?
No, okay. So back to the point. I find it flattering. I love speech and accents, and I love. I had a knack for accents and imitation even as a kid. And when I went to America, I studied the American accent, the British accent, a bunch of things. And
You can do,
You do the British
do,
accent?
yes, yes.
No, no, one second, one second.
All of us went like, yes.
The American I know really well. The British I don't know really well because I've not practiced it as much as I practice the American.
I love how all the three girls were
Yeah, we got excited. Yeah.
So we did accent neutralization. That's where I learnt it from, and I'm so glad that I did it because when I came back, I didn't think there would be a role for an American character in Mumbai, and one of the first few auditions I got was Mismatched, and it was kind of that weird coincidence that happens where you're auditioning for things and suddenly this character pops up and you do it really well. So I'm really happy that people think I have this thing. I don't. I have a very normal accent, and yeah, I'm sorry to break your heart if in case you love the American accent.
But the
But he
good
can
thing is
still
that he
do
can,
it.
yeah.
I can still
I
do
mean,
it.
it's
Put
a
it
plus
on.
point.
Yeah, it's a plus point.
Whatever turns you on,
DM
New
him,
York or
people.
Bandra.
Whichever one.
Exactly. Bandra boy with American accent, that's going to be a thing now.
I'm also going to learn Haryanvi. So anyone who's got that interest in a couple of months, just let me
I
know.
mean, let's take the consensus. Let's just do British
Let's
first.
do a British first. I mean, it's a thing that people don't pay attention to sometimes in acting. Like you pay attention to the scene, his if you're doing method acting, it's the emotional state, his background, his upbringing, whatever about the character. But you don't look at the accents very much. You don't look at the voice very much.
It's an important part of
It is a very important part of acting and about building a character, which I think I would like to see more of. There is already a lot, but I would like to see more of it.
I completely agree with you. All right, Mr. Rohit Saraf. Rohit, I know you're a very emotional person. You're a sensitive person I've known for a while. And I want to know if, like I asked Prajakta, what's the deal breaker for you? Not just infidelity. In her case, I was very specific. I want to know what is truly a deal breaker for you. What do you think you can never sort of recover from in a relationship?
I don't think I can recover from infidelity.
can't.
I'll be very honest. I don't think I can because of the simple reason. And like you said, is it something that you can never come back from? Absolutely not. I think I can come back from it, but not in the same role.
Like not forgive the other person and like, okay, let's make it work like in that sense.
I don't think there is anything to.
Can I just interject? It's I feel like sorry, I just had to say this. Like infidelity, it often isn't about the physical act of infidelity.
Exactly.
It's
It's
emotional also.
It's about the breach of trust
100%.
and building that trust back in a relationship
100%.
is so hard.
So for me, it's not about you going and kissing another man. It's not about that. For me, it's about the emotional infidelity, the breach of trust, like he said. I don't think I can. It's not like I would never want to speak to you again. Probably not. But when I do, I don't want to be thinking about it's just I don't think I can. I'll forgive you. We'll be friends if we have to in future. But I don't think I can come back from it and say, hey, you know what? Let's give this another shot. Because for me, there is really nothing there for us to give another shot to. That is. Infidelity is one part of it. Dishonesty, I'm beginning to realize how messed up that makes me. Like, I feel like some parts of dishonesty I understand, like white lies or whatever, here and there. But I honestly, and this is not me trying to sound like a saint, because honestly, I am dishonest myself sometimes. But at the same time, there's that moment where you're no, it's not even about the degree, Durdani. I actually, the moment I'm dishonest, I cringe at myself, I almost look at myself with like shame. I don't like it. So the more that's happening, the more I'm realizing and the more I'm moving away from it. So yeah, these are the two things. So infidelity, more emotional than physical. Any kind of infidelity is wrong, but emotional more than physical. And dishonesty is a deal breaker, complete deal breaker for me. Yeah.
Mr. Akash Khurana, this is a shout out for you for getting the perfect casting ever. It's crazy how similar. I can imagine a Rishi sitting here and giving the same answer to me, that it's about the breach of trust. It's very
Oh,
him.
dude. Fuck. That's what the. Oh, wow. Yeah, of course.
So
Just
I feel
realized,
like
sorry.
it's a very Rishi sitting right in front of me out there. So Mr. Khurana, well done in the casting here. But I think all the characters have been casted well. Okay, Sanjana, I feel the very interesting part is, this, without giving too many plot points, and I have to move on to my next segment quickly. There's a certain confidence with which she comes and she presents herself. She's not shy. You can totally see her where she's sitting in a bar. If she likes a guy, she'd walk up. This is my imagination of how I see her. And she'd say, hey, you know what, I like
Absolutely,
you.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I
Said
like
all the right
you.
things.
You're
Yeah.
cool. I like you. Like, let's go out. I feel like this is still in our country. There's a very weird thing about taking the step forward. I think it's so important, right? Because this entire thing about even if I like someone, I can't text first is so 2000 whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
1,000 whatever.
Whatever. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, if you like genuinely connect to somebody and there's like, you have the right wavelength and you feel like the vibe is really good, I mean, why not take the first step? That's pretty impressive, actually. It's kind of a turn on if you ask
I
me.
think it's pretty sexy, yeah.
It's a turn on. I mean, like imagine a girl walking up to a guy with so much confidence and be like, hey, I like you. And, I would like to have a nice conversation with you, or like to get to know you more. I think that's really, really nice. But having said that, in real life, I'm a pretty shy person. I am coy. Yeah, but
Ideal world.
Yeah. But
कभी नहीं करूँगी.
no, I want to. Taking the first step? No, I haven't. I really haven't. But I would like to try, maybe, because that's what I learned from Sunny.
Now's your time, bud.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. I really am. Because, yeah, Sunny is like a person. I think like she treats Rishi like one of her guy friends, which I love.
I love that,
She's
dude.
so
In one
comfortable.
scene, she's like, Arey, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like chilling like bros. Like, she's so comfortable around him. She can be herself around him. And that chemistry is great. It's like pataka. So I love that. And then she's like, hey, get over it. That's how she talks to him. So, yeah.
Oh, love it, Prajakta.
Love you, Praju.
Nothing. I love it. Okay, on that note, interesting games here. One game, very familiar, Truth and Dare.
Okay.
I would like to say in advance that please be truthful and please be daring.
Yes.
And I hope you're more daring than truthful, because you always.
What
you're
are
a
the
truthful
scope of
people.
dares? Like,
Well, you'll have to find out now, wouldn't you?
I'm nervous.
I'm
Find
ready
out.
for it. Let's go.
Ready for- Are you ready?
Yes.
are you gonna ask him to call Ritik live and like do all that?
Can we talk to him?
Like,
I like Prajakta. Yes.
No, stop.
Okay.
yeah, that's what I'm
we'll
saying.
have
Like,
to see.
there has to be some limit, no?
We
To
have
things.
to. You'll have to see how the dare.
Okay, we'll see.
All right. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Here we go.
I think so.
Prajakta is going to be the first one. Prajakta, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you pick a number from 1 to 6 and I'll take that shit out for you.
6.
It's a dare and she picks 6. Dance like you mean it. For 20 second or even 10-15 second, the 3 songs are Sheila Ki Jawani,
Yeah, you just did Sheila. She just
We've
did
got to
that.
get up and do
Antava,
it.
Huh?
And-
Antava, I don't know how to.
I'll teach you.
Antava, okay. And Tip Tip Barsa. You can pick any 2 songs from these 3.
You can do Ooh Antava Rohit. Like catch us.
Do you?
Oh,
I
yeah.
know how to do it, but
Yeah.
they're telling us we can't get up.
No, you know what we'll do? We'll do this right at the end. Once I close, I'll make
Done.
her do this. We'll
Okay.
take the
Done,
dare
okay.
at
Done.
the end.
Yeah,
So that
okay.
you're, then you can take the cameras a little up and we'll do it, okay?
Done.
So this dare is happening.
Okay.
Prajakta is going to do this dare right at the end. So this is going to happen.
Ooh, I'm
All
looking
right.
forward.
Tell me. Take a pick. अब तो 4 ही है.
I love the number 3.
Okay. Call your mother or father and say, and obviously you have to put your phone on speaker and say convincingly that you're planning to elope tomorrow and you're pretty sure your partner is that they won't accept it, but you want their blessings. Only for 1 minute before you burst out laughing and telling them it's a dare and they're on camera. All right.
He's going to lose a shit.
It'll be fun. Come on, it'll be
I think
fun.
we'll get in a car at Car West and come here immediately. Do it.
Come on.
Do it.
I think it'll be fun.
it.
1
Oh
minute.
my
Just for 1
God.
minute. Second,
Okay.
call a friend or something, a cousin.
Okay, that'll be.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Call a relative immediately, but you have to be very convincing. Call a relative or call a whatever, a friend, and say, "Kid, bro."
Dude, listen.
All right, Vihaan's doing this dare. He's calling a friend. You're calling a friend? Okay.
For like
It's my cousin. It's my
30
cousin.
Okay.
seconds and start.
Relative will do. She's calling a relative. Let's see.
Hi. Listen, I just wanted to tell you something. You have a minute, right?
Yeah, what happened?
I'm gonna get married. I'm gonna get engaged
Oh my god, dude.
tomorrow.
Congratulations, bro.
Thank you.
So, can I come there? What's the plan?
Yeah, no, we're like basically eloping because okay, so it's a little bit complicated because mom and dad aren't really fine with it because they think I'm just doing something reckless.
Fuck.
So I need first of all, okay, this is so weird to ask, but I need your help.
Yeah, whatever you need.
Eloping. So I need to meet you maybe tomorrow or day after when we can chat. I'm in the middle of something right now.
Please break it to him.
And I'll okay, just hold on. So 1 second.
Agastya, you're a very kind person. I'm Rudrani from Zoom, and we are with the cast of Mismatched and Netflix show, and this is a dare. And you are very
So much trouble. Vihaan's mom and dad are going to be so annoyed at you because you said, yes, bro, I'll help you.
Agastya, we're very proud of you because you are going to help your friend. Ye dost, ye dost.
मेरा भाई है मेरा friend भाई है मेरा.
Well done. It's a joke. Thank you for being so sporty. Thank you, Vihaan. I have picked one for you. Prajakta, you're going to be so happy you got that. You're going to come and hug me because now you see what's left. Send a DM to your crush on Instagram with a cheesy pickup line. Wait for 5 minutes or for 3-4 minutes before you reveal that it was a dare. Take a screenshot, post on your story, tag Netflix, and don't reveal it's a dare. In the next 2 minutes, once the show is over, you just tell them and put a public thing saying, and we'll reveal it. But well done. Can I just say, Rohit Saraf, I want to give you a huge round of applause. Guts. And I love him for this. Thank you.
I would have just been like,
Yeah, he immediately said yes.
Yeah. But I don't think
Just help me with the pickup line, no?
Pick up line, I'll say.
You should.
Rohit is now going on his Instagram DM, being very, very honest. Sanjana, please check.
Black screen.
Huh.
Okay, on which I'm going to write hello future wife and I'm going to tag my crush.
And then write that I wanted to tell something to this person.
No, it's okay. I'll just write.
Okay, hello future
yeah.
wife. Okay, done.
Wow, look at that.
I am so proud of you. Can we please give a round of applause?
Yeah, definitely.
why? It's going to be on your story. Why can't I see it?
ऐसे माधुर दीक्षित टाइप का तो नहीं होगा बाद में at the rate fellow future. I'm kidding. I'm teasing you.
Today she mentioned me back on her story, so that definitely cannot be Madhuri Dixit. Oh my God! No.
Can we take guesses for the crush and see who's right? I think I have a feeling it'll be thoda sa hatke se. Like I think it'll be like Samantha or something.
I think it might be, he might tag Vidya Balan because I know, no, not a crush actually, no.
Is she a Bollywood
While
actress?
he's doing this, we're going to give
20
Sanjana.
questions.
She's a Bollywood actor?
It's not Samantha.
No, now.
It's
You'll have to pretend.
put a song in.
You'll have to pretend.
He's putting a song. Don't I swear to God, if you put SAQ on someone else, I will come and murder you.
I love
Remove
this.
that
Rohit,
song.
I'm very proud of you. Well done. Okay, you know
Like
what?
something hard.
You know what, Sanjana? I'll ask you truth. Come, and we'll.
God, I'm terrible at lying, but
So the truth is, when was the last time that you went through a breakup, and how did you get over it?
oh wow, that's a Yeah. Yes, I went through a breakup and Mismatched helped me heal in so many ways. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody. You all are
Thank
wonderful.
you.
And all the very best. I'm cheering for you all the way.
Yay, thank you.
Hey, thank you so much, Rudrani and Zoom TV. This was really, really fun.
This is fun.
It was a lot of fun. Thank you.